Today I have a delicious recipe for you, and it is my favorite dinner. We are going to be cooking up a fresh, locally sourced deer belly loin. I'm Anna, I'm a country girl, and this channel is all about delicious recipes, daily life ideas, and finding joy in the day-to-day normals. And if you like that sort of thing, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more. The belly loin and the tenderloin are my two most favorite parts, but any sort of deer we love around here and use it for most of our recipes. So this started with Anna's Adventure, and if you want to check that out, be sure to hit that in the cards above so you can watch that video. But my husband harvested this deer and we were cooking it the next day. To make this recipe, I like to go ahead and put the tenderloins out about 45 minutes to an hour before I actually cook them. I am going to be covering them with a beef bouillon paste. You can see that it is a very thick paste. Now, if you do not have this, I have improvised by using a beef bouillon cube and then just breaking it down with the back of a spoon and mixing in very little bit of water. But you want this to be like a thick mixture. So I'm just putting that on both sides of the belly loins, and then I'm salt and peppering both sides really well. And then for 45 minutes, I'm going about my business and letting this come to room temperature. When it's time to bake, you're going to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. And on top of your stove, you're going to get your pan ready. I'm using a cast iron for this. I put about three tablespoons of butter in there on medium heat. And then I put the belly loin in, set the timer. Always remember to set your timer. I did 3 minutes, flipped the loin, did 3 more minutes. Once that timer went off, I put it straight into the oven for 9 minutes. While that was going on, I just chopped up some potatoes because we're going to make some very simple smashed potatoes to go with this. Once it comes out, it is around 140, so I don't know if that's controversial or what, but it's perfect temp for this, because what you're going to do is let it rest on a cutting board for about 10 minutes. Once it's rested, you're going to thinly slice it. Thinly slicing is one of the keys to this. You're going to put it back into the pan, and so once it's back in there, it's going to continue cooking just a little bit more, and that's why you don't want that temperature too high. That's where you get the dried out, chewy deer, and the loins, the belly loin and the tenderloin should never be chewy. They should be melt in your mouth, delicious. So you do not want to overcook these, but you put it back in the pan because it has the butter and it has the saltiness from the salt and pepper and the bouillon that's in there. And I just stirred around. I'm not turning the heat back on. This butter is bubbling because I had just taken the other tenderloin out of it, but I'm not really cooking it. I mean, it's going to have the heat a little bit, but I want it just to have all the juices and all the flavor from that. And then I serve it straight out of the skillet. For the smashed potatoes, actually my oldest made these. He just put in milk, some butter, some salt and pepper. We taste tested along the way and added more if we needed to. And we had this very fresh dinner, and it is so good. If you have never tried deer tenderloin or belly loin this way, I highly encourage you to try it out.